Hello Rangers and welcome to Ranger Ruby YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be going over 10 fun facts about Lewis and Clark National Historical Park. Let's go ahead and dive right on in. Fact number 1, Lewis and Clark National Historical Park is one of 2 national historical parks located in the great state of Oregon. Fact number 2, inside Lewis and Clark National Historical Park, you can discover the heritage of the Native people, unfold dramatic stories of America's most famous explorers, and the park encompasses sites along the Columbia River and Pacific coast, and you can follow in the footsteps that these explorers went on in their adventure and journey. Fact number 3, the expedition that Lewis and Clark took was Thomas Jefferson's idea. He had for years been fascinated by the vast and virtually unknown territory west of the Mississippi River, and in June of 1803, he announced plans to send an exploratory party overland to the Pacific. He had chosen Lewis to head it, and Lewis selected Clark, his friend and former commanding officer, to share responsibilities of the trip. Fact number 4, both Lewis and Clark kept extensive diaries. In his diary, William Clark wrote on November 7th in 1805. He was not standing on the Pacific Ocean at that time, but however the Columbia River estuary. And it would be another couple of weeks before he and Captain Meriwether Lewis would stand at what they had been so long anxious to see, the Pacific Ocean. Fact number 5, the expedition lasted many years, and they had to camp somewhere on the way back just west of the Rocky Mountains because they were very snow-capped and they needed to wait time for the snow to melt. And they decided that where the National Historical Park now is would be the best spot. After camping there for nearly 2 weeks north on the Washington shore of the Columbus River, the party voted to look for a campsite to the south side of the river, where the park is now. Fact number 6, it took them about 3.5 weeks for them to finish building the fort. They started felling trees on December 9th and had it finished enough to move into it on Christmas Day, 1805. The pickets and the gates were completed on the fort, however, in New Year's Day. Fact number 7, the original fort that they built rotted away in the mid-1800s. It was not made to last that long. The average and annual rainfall in this area is about 70 inches, so untreated, unmaintained wood rots extremely quickly. Then in the early 1950s, the site was homesteaded and the last remnants of the fort were burned. Fact number 8, despite being along the river, as the expedition was only in the area of the National Historical Park during winter, there was no opportunity for them to really catch fish. In addition, the explorers had gotten sick earlier while eating salmon back in Idaho and had not quite regained their appetite for it. They did, however, eat some fish purchased from the Native Americans in the area. Fact number 9, after the expedition, William Clark was appointed Brigadier General of the Missouri Militia and Superintendent of Indian Affairs for the Western Territories, and later became the Governor of Missouri. He married Julia Hancock and had 5 children. After Julia's death, he did the obvious next step and married her cousin, Harriet Kennedy Radford, and had 3 more children with her. Fact number 10, sadly, Meriwether Lewis did not have the same outcome that Clark did. After the expedition, Jefferson appointed him governor of the Upper Louisiana Territory. In October of 1809, however, he died under mysterious circumstances in an inn at the Natchez Trace in Tennessee. He may have died by suicide or murder, and there is obvious cases for both sides. It is a disputed argument even to this day. Well, everybody, that's the end in today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up and comment down below with your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. Also, be sure to click that red subscribe button and the little bell next to it to always know when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching again, and I shall see you next video. Bye!